What's up, YouTube? 2009 BMW xdrive. Going to be showing y'all how to do control arms on this today. A very common problem. You got your front control arm and you got your rear control arm, which is front, rear, even though they're both on the front. You got the forward and the rearward. So the bushings are broke. I don't know if you can see that. You can see all that up in there. You'll feel this when they get really bad, because when you hit the brakes, the whole front end will shift. You'll feel a clunk. It's a pretty common issue on all these BMWs, not just the xDrive. So anyways, enough talk. Let's get started. If y'all haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel so I can continue to make videos like this to make your life easier. I got the parts. They look right. Let's do this. Now, you don't have to do it in any certain order that I'm doing it. I'm doing it the way I do it. So we're going to get this front one off first. Now you're going to have to take your skid plate off. And it's right there. It's multiple Phillips head screws to take that off. And this one will sag down enough to get in there to where you can get to your bolts without having to take this secondary one off. Let me grab some tools here. Pardon me if I'm a little rusty. I've been out of work for a few months. Those that watch my channel know that. This is the first real big job. I've only been back at work now. This is my second day back. And this is the biggest job I've done since I've been back. So I have an 18 millimeter there on the rear. I think the front's the same too. Yeah, front's the same. Let's get this little cover out of our way as well. This one normally has a bolt right there, but it's missing. So we got a clip right there to take out to get that the rest of the way out. No, I'm not cutting it. I guess maybe I am. That thing's so brittle. I'll break it. I'll just get another clip and replace that clip with a different clip. And this just kind of hooks over the frame up there. Way up there. I might try to dig up a bolt for them too. We ain't worried about that right now, so we're just trying to get these broken parts replaced. You shouldn't have to take that cover off. We can get around that. Now get you an 18. I have a very strong gun that will tackle that bad boy. And you're going to want an 18 opening wrench. Stick up in there. It's a very tight spot. To hold the other side from turning. You might not be able to see this too well. I'm on it. Just barely on it. Now, we got to make sure you have that hole right there for that rod to connect to for your active suspension. Let's take off that, looks like a pin, so we don't break that. Kind of free spin on the other side, so we need to hold that from turning. Some needle nose will work good for that. Perfect. That's a new bolt that came with the control arms. Set everything in the safe spot so you don't lose it. Kind of swing that rod out of your way as best as possible. Swing it up there. Now that we're holding this bolt, our nut on the other side, got me an 18 impact swivel here. As it bounces off. we got? Nut fell on the floor, of course. I'm gonna find my trusty magnet here, so I'll have to bend over with my old back. Always save your bolts. Sometimes you don't get new ones. Bolts and nuts and bolts. Alright. Set that with the corresponding one. Now we got that bottom bolt. Our nut, I keep saying bolt. You've been doing this as long as I have, is nuts and bolts. Whatever. I'm going to kind of just hold that in there so this is not hanging down, so I can get to that nut easier. Alright. That is going to be, I think, a 21. It's 21. I knew that was going to happen. So, and my screwdriver fell out. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. More parts are showing up finally. I'm gonna trap this back in here. Get that a little deeper this time. I'll pick that up in a minute. I just got out of surgery not long ago, so it still kind of hurts to bend over. Now I'm going to show you a trick. That ball joint is just free spinning. Puts a little pressure on it. Get you in a good spot there. Pull down. Almost. All right. Because that control arm does not come with the ball joint. Oh. The rear one does, but the front one don't. See how broke that is? Especially under a lot of weight, that's going to really stretch out. Now your control arm should be stamped. See, this one says right with the R. If they're not, you just match them up. Make sure they're angled the same. See, this one's for the right. Notice how it's angled differently. Oh, my bad. It's the right one. I'm going to show you with the left one. Just in case they're not stamped, because I think sometimes you get the cheaper ones, they don't stamp them. In the left. See what I'm saying? Yeah, that's curved differently. And on this one it's easy to tell because it doesn't have that little hole for that rod to bolt into. This one does. You can't really mess that up if you pay attention to that, if it has active suspension. So. I think they gave me a new nut with this one. They did. Yeah. It ain't gonna come off. It's in a bind. Alright, let's start it. Now, I don't think I got a new nut for the other one. That is for this one. That up there. And you can reuse your old ones if you want to. That's up to you. since they gave me one, I'll just go ahead and use it anyways. Turn your wheel a little bit. Maybe a little hammer action. A smaller one, a little lighter. We are through. You're gonna really see this. It's kind of all about feel, y'all. I am started. Alright. Now I'm gonna lock that bad boy down. Okay. So now we're gonna do a reverse trick. Put pressure on it from the bottom. Come on, baby. Yeah, it's a self-locking nut. Let me get a little more pry bar action going here. So, a little longer. If I can find it. I forgot where everything was. The time I was off. There we go. Obviously a lot easier if you have a good electric strong gun. Now that bad boy. The fun part. Nice and tight. Don't ask me to torque spec. You can look that up if you're all about torquing. All right. Hold that from turning. Oh, wrong way. Dork. There we go. Alright, that one's done, son. Now, I'll dig up a couple clips and bolts when I get off this video to put that back. Alright, now we're going to do this other one, y'all. This one I think is a little easier. Yeah. Right. You can get on this bolt pretty easy. Boom. Save that nut because I didn't get a new one. Look how busted up that one is. Tear pieces off of it. I think that's a 24. A 22. No. Way wrong. Yeah, I had it set up already from the other side. .24, got me a little swivel action. my nut back. Okay. Now that's not going to fall out, obviously, so let me just thread that a couple turns. Whew. Yeah, second option. Watch your feet. Okay. Oh, they did give me a new nut. Just thread it on already. Okay. This has got an R on it, so it's the right one for the right side. Start a couple turns. Just till your hole's lined up there. Now we'll be aligning this afterwards, so you might want to take it to an alignment shop if you're doing this yourself afterwards, because you will have to need an alignment after this. Hopefully that's a 24, also the new one. It is. Nice and snug. Grab that 18 again. Where did my 18 wrench go? Right there. Alright, get on there, fool. Okay. Alright. Always check back over yourself. Everything's tight. Alright, y'all. I'll be taking this to the alignment rack after I put all these covers back on. I don't think I need to show you how to do that part. Put my wheel back on, torque everything down. I do torque my wheels, so. Anyways, I hope y'all liked this video. Hope it was informative. As always, y'all should check a like. Y'all subscribe. Sorry I'm out of a little breath. My stamina's a little off from all the time I was off work, but I'll regain my strength. Anyways, y'all subscribe. Have a good day. Peace out, YouTube.